Welcome to the course for TSQL programming and scripting for SQL Server database administrator and developer. In this video session, we are going to learn about what is magic table in SQL Server. In the last video session, we have already learned about DDL triggers. And before moving to DML trigger, I want to discuss about the magic table. This is very, very important as SQL Server developer. So coming to this, what is this magic table? So already you know the concept, what is the trigger, how the trigger is going to be fired. And today we are going to learn about magic table, and magic tables is totally related with your DML trigger. So if I will going to ask you what is a DML operation, so you can say insert, delete and update statement is nothing but it is your DML operation. So what will be happen when a trigger is fired? When a trigger is fired in response to insert, delete or update statement, two special table are created. These are the inserted and deleted tables. Okay, these are also referred to as magic table. So whenever you are creating a trigger, that is the DML trigger, that one we are going to discuss in the later video session for insert, delete and update. What will happen? Automatically SQL Server is going to create the two table, and two table name is inserted and deleted table. These two tables are only referred as a magical table. So if somebody will ask what is this magical table, you can say inserted and deleted tables is known as your magical table. When it is going to be created, when you are going to write any trigger, when the trigger is going to be fired for insert, delete and update. Okay, so next is these are the conceptual tables and similar structure to the table on which trigger is defined. So meaning of this means if you are going to create one table for deleting, if you are deleting any table, right, or you are inserting any data into the table, so or you are updating the table, what will be happen? What you have updated into the table, same structure, one table is going to be created. Same thing, it will be there inserted or deleted. Depending upon that, if you are inserting it, then the data similar structure is going to be created in the inserted table. If you are deleting something, same thing, same structure, it is going to be created in the deleted table. So what thing we have inserted, that value it is going to be insert into inserted table. If you are deleting anything, that is going to be inserted into the delete table. So once we'll go to the practical, then you will understood more, and then we'll come to again to this PPT. While using this inserted and deleted tables, which is called as a magical table, will be created automatically. So it is not like we will define it. It is created by SQL Server when we are performing the DML operation for trigger. When the trigger is fired for the DML operation, that time this magical table will automatically created by SQL Server. The inserted table contain a copy of record that are inserted into the trigger table. So what value we are inserted? The same thing it is going to be contained into the inserted table. And if you are deleting anything, then the same thing will happen. All record which has been deleted from by the trigger for the table, that is going to be there inside the deleted table. Whenever we are update is going to be take places, then trigger will use the both insert and deleted table. That one we will see into the practical, then you will understood more. So what you understood, whenever we are insert event is happened, that time what happened? Inserted table will be content inserted rows in the inserted table. Deleted table will be empty. You can't find anything on the deleted table. If you are going to delete it, whenever your event is fired for the deleted, right, you are trying to delete something and your trigger is there, so whatever thing you have deleted, that contains the row to be deleted in the deleted table. And if you are going for update, that what happened? The update means you have changed the value A to B. So that value A, which is the new value, it should be there into the inserted table, and what it is modified, your old value, that will be contained into the deleted table. So we cannot see this table in the database, but we can access this table from the trigger. So once we will start the practical, and then we will see. So now we are going to start the practical for insert, data insert and data delete. We are going to write some trigger. So we'll go to jump to my example. So I will copy directly my code. I don't want to do again and again. So I'm creating one table. What is the table? Table is nothing but create table, and I'm creating the department table. The department table having the ID, that is the identity. Identity I have already discussed. Identity means automatically value is going to be inserted. It will be start from one and it will be there one by one it is added. So first time or one will be there. Second time if any value is inserting, so 1 plus 1, 2 number, then 3 it is will be incremented by 1. The meaning of this means incremented by 1, and this one is it will start from 1. Next is employee ID. So this one I have creating into this date table, and then department and city, which one I have declared as a varchar. I have created this table. Next is I am creating one trigger that is for the insert purpose. So create trigger, trigger name on department, which table we want to create for insert, and then directly you can write then when somebody will insert into this table, your trigger is going to be fired, because we are going to create a trigger for this table, right? That trigger we are going for insert. So what will be happen when somebody will insert the data? I have written the logic. It has to select star from inserted. If I will go and if I will run this, nothing data will come. It will tell that table itself it is not exist, because this table we will access only through the trigger. So when I will insert any data, this trigger is going to be fired and it is going to select the data from the inserted table. So what I will do, I will just go and I will just click on this. So I have created now two table. So what are the two table? So just I will see in this two table anything is there. Select star from. One is my department. I'm going to check that table it is there or not. And second is select star from this table, which is the trigger, not trigger. Inserted I have not done. So select star from department only. So if I will execute, so you can see that table is empty, which one I have created. I have created the trigger. This trigger you will be able to find here, programmability, and you can go the database trigger. Not, you can't see here. You have to go to the table, because no. So it is here, it is department, go to the trigger. So you can see it is created here. So what you understood last video session, we are checking if we are creating the database trigger, it is coming here. Whenever we are creating the server level of trigger, that time server level of trigger, it was showing here. Where it is? Server object here. Sorry, trigger. So this is nothing but it is your server level of trigger. It will be there. If you're creating database of trigger, it will be going to come here. And if you're creating DML trigger, that time it is going to be come in this place. So now it is already created, right? Now what I'm trying to do, if I will insert any value in this, right? What will be happen? This trigger will be fire, and what trigger will do? Trigger will be just will select from inserted table. That is the magical table. And once I will insert, that time this trigger is fired and this table is going to be created. If I will execute it, now see what value I'm inserting it, the same value it is going to be returned from this, because in the trigger is fired and trigger is showing this value. I will try to insert one more value. Insert it. So same value it is going to reflect. So that's why I have written here, right? Inserted table content, copy of all record that are inserted into the trigger table, right? So triggered is nothing but this one, trigger table. So this will contain the same value whatever we have inserted. So I hope you understood what is the meaning of this inserted thing, right? Now we are going to learn about what is the deleted table. So deleted also the same thing. It is the magical table. It will be created by automatically when DML trigger is going to be fired, and I have written the DML trigger for delete, and I'm creating one trigger, and in the trigger I have given the logic. If somebody want to delete anything, that time it has to display the result. So I have not written rollback or something. So that delete has to be performed, and then delete will perform what it has to do. The trigger has to just select from the deleted table. We cannot access from outside. We have to use the trigger only. So I have created the trigger now, and this time what I will do, I will try to delete some data from this table. So I will write delete from department. You can write where. So I will use the select department also to check what is there inside my department. So now we have the two value. So where delete from department where emp underscore id is equal to 102. Just I am deleting one data from here. So once I will delete, what it will do, it will be trigger will be fired, and what trigger will do, trigger will be select this table, deleted table. So I will try to delete it. So which value we have deleted, that data it is displaying by this, right? Got it. So if I will go to deleted, so now you can see this is HR Pune 102 will be not be available inside this because it is deleted, and if it is deleted it will be inserted into the deleted. So that's why I have written the deleted table contains all the record that have been deleted from delete from the trigger table. So I hope you have understood this. Now we will jump to the update. What is the update? Update is nothing but in this both table will come into the picture. Your old data is going to be in here in the deleted table, and your no new data, whatever you are going to modify, it will be there in the inserted. So I have written the trigger for it. I executed it. It's command executed successfully. And now I will see what is my date. So you can see the 70. So it should be better. I will write 70. Okay. So now what, and I am delete from, not delete. I have to update. Sorry, it is not, I don't have to use this because I don't want delete. I want to update. So I have written update department. So I want to department. I want to change this to manager for which ID? For 70 ID, right? So if I'm going, so see, old value is training, right? New value what I've given manager. So if I will run, so if I will update statement will be done, so what will happen? Your update trigger is going to be fired. What update trigger will do? It will be going to select this two magical table. What will be contain this two magical table? It will be contain the deleted value and inserted value. Deleted having the old data. Old data means training, and inserted will happen what new we are inserting it. So just we'll go and we will run this. Run it. So now you can see there is no data. It is there because we have, okay, what is the problem? Something, okay, it should be employee underscore ID, not, that's why it is giving emp underscore ID 70. So I have just ran it. Once I ran, so delete statement, update statement is happen. Because of this, the trigger is fired, update trigger, and update trigger, what it will do, it will be select the both value from deleted and inserted. What were the old value? It was training. You have checked it, right? And next is what I have inserted, manager. So this will be in the inserted table. I hope you understood what is the updated and what is the deleted table. These two tables are known as your magical table. Please continue my next video session. There I'm going to explain you about DML triggers. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you so much.